Hi everyone, welcome to your professor. In this session, let's learn how to draw the isometric view of hexagonal prism when the axis is parallel to vertical plane and when the axis is parallel to horizontal plane. First, let's see how to draw the isometric view of hexagonal prism when the axis is parallel to vertical plane. So these are the dimensions I am considering. Side length is 30 mm and axis length is 70 mm. First, you need to construct the hexagon using any method. After that, consider the corner points as A, B, C, D, E, F, right? Now let's enclose this hexagon in a rectangle. For that, draw a horizontal line passing through A and a vertical line passing through B and C and a horizontal line passing through D and a vertical line passing through E and F. So we did enclose the hexagon in a rectangular profile. Let us name the corner points as P, Q, R and S. Now we can start the view. First, draw a horizontal line. I'm going to start with point P. First, I need to represent the isometric view of considered rectangle PQRS. Later, I can represent the hexagonal profile. First, let us start with P. Draw a line which is at an inclination of 30 degrees and whose length is equal to PQ. So measure the length PQ and for the same length draw a 30 degrees incline like that. Next, draw a 30 degrees incline line from P to the left hand side as shown, which is of length PS and it is making 30 degrees inclination with horizontal as shown here. Now draw a line passing through Q and parallel to PS like that. Draw one more line passing through S and parallel to PQ like that. The intersection of those two will be the point R. So the representation of rectangle in isometric view is over. Now let's represent the points A, B, C, D, E, F, right? First let us start with A. Measure the distance between P and A with the help of compass. Now P as center, drop one arc onto PQ line. That will be point A. Measure the distance between Q and B in the left hand side figure. Now considering Q as center, drop one arc, that will be point B. Similarly, measure the distance between Q and C and Q as center, drop one arc, that will be point C. Consider the distance between R and D with the help of compass. Now R as center, drop one arc, that will be point D. Similarly, represent the points E and F. Consider the distance between P and E with the help of compass, drop one arc and measure the distance between P and F. With P as center, drop one arc, that will be point F. So we did represent all the points of the hexagon on the considered rectangle, right? Now draw a vertical line whose length is equal to 70 mm from A like that. Now we need to represent the same vertical line from the remaining points B, C, D, E, F, right? Let's draw. From B, draw a vertical line which is of same length, nothing but axis length 70 mm. From C, from D, from E and from F. Let's join the endpoints of these vertical lines. So now you can see a hexagonal shape here. So this is nothing but top face of the hexagonal prism. So let us see the bottom face also. Let's join AB, BC, CD, DE, EF and FA. So this is the isometric view of hexagonal prism when the axis is parallel to vertical plane. Here when we consider the dotted lines, these are nothing but hidden lines. So if you erase these lines, so then the solid representation will appear here like this. Let us see the next case also. Isometric view of a hexagonal prism when the axis is parallel to horizontal plane. I am considering the same dimension 30 mm for side length and 70 mm for axis length. Using any method, construct the hexagon and represent the corner points A, B, C, D, E, F, right? And enclose this one in a rectangle by drawing horizontal and vertical lines passing through the points like this as shown, right? Now let us consider the endpoints or corner points as P, Q, R, S. Let's start the view. First, draw a horizontal line. I'm going to consider the point P. Here P is having connection with Q and S, right? First I'm going to consider the connection with Q. Draw a line whose length is equal to PQ and that is at an inclination of 30 degrees with the horizontal. Draw a vertical line whose length is equal to PS. Represent the endpoint as S. Now from Q, draw a line parallel to PS, nothing but of same length as QR. Join S and R. Okay, this is the representation of rectangle in isometric view, right? Now let us represent the points A, B, C, D, E, F, right? For that, measure the distance between P and A and P as center. With the help of compass, drop one arc onto PQ line, that will be point A. And measure the distance between Q and B. Q as center, drop one arc onto QR line, that will be point B. Consider the distance between Q and C. And Q as center, drop one arc onto QR line, that will be point C. And measure the distance between R and D. R as center, drop one arc, that will be point D. Similarly, represent the points E and F. For that, measure the distance between P and E. And P as center, drop one arc, that will be point E. Similarly, measure the distance between P and F, drop one arc, that will be point F, right? So we did represent all the points. Now draw a line at an inclination of 30 degrees from point P like that. So here I did represent this line by means of red color for differentiation. And now I am going to draw lines parallel to this red color line from the points A, B, C, D, E, F, right? Let's start. From A, draw a line parallel to the earlier line, so which is red in color there, right? Similarly, and this line you have to draw up to a length of 70 mm. Why? Because the axis length we have considered as 70 mm, right? So from B also draw a line whose length is equal to 70 mm parallel to the red color line. Similarly from C, D, E and F. Join all the endpoints. We will have the front face of hexagon, right? For the back side face, let us join A and B, B and C, C and D, D and E, E and F, F and A. Here I have represented the invisible lines or hidden lines in the form of dotted lines. If we erase all these, then we can visualize the solid view. It will be like this. Hope you are able to understand the concepts what I have explained in this session. And if you are able to understand, please give me a like, and for more videos please do subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching.